Welcome back to Small Lathe. This is, as you can see, is not a turning project. It's not a lathe project. We're making something. It's going to be a small anvil. I'm using these offcuts, these flame offcuts, which I've leveled using a rasp file. And I have 10 of those. I'm drilling each one by placing a template over each one of those and then drilling holes one by one, drilling the first, then taking it off, drilling the whole hole through, and then placing a pin over there, actually a drill bit of the same diameter, like so. The whole idea is to have holes that match in all these. Once I have these, I'll drill larger and larger holes, obviously. And eventually, I'll get to 10 millimeters diameter. And at that point, I'll tap the top one. So I'll be able to screw rods, threaded rods, into all these 4 locations. And I'm thinking actually of doing a 5th one over there, actually over here, at this spot, if necessary. So all this will sit on my table and will be bolted down. This will form a nice, simple anvil. I won't show you the whole process because it's very laborious and it's very long. I still have 3 of these plates to do. 1, 2, 3. I haven't drilled those. I also do have a plate. 1 second. Sorry about the motion here. There we go. Whoa. That's a large plate. This will be the base. As you can see, it's quite a hefty base. I thought it would be useful as a base to have. You can have these pre-cut holes I can place tools in or whatever I choose, and so on and so on. See you in a few days. By then I'll have bigger holes and I'll be able to share a bit more information on the progress of this thing. Sorry for the background noise, guys. Well, there we go. We have our top plate, which has been drilled. I'm using this El Cheapo Chinese drill bit and a stand, and not a Bridgeport mill because that's what I have. I did tram it, meaning I set the tip as vertical as I could, and a fairly manual basic using a 90-degree angle. Now they're all drilled 3.5 millimeters, these holes, slightly over 1/10 inch. I'm going to start drilling 5 millimeters in a minute after the drill cools off a bit. It's quite warm. I think it's quite good for a small anvil. And we'll see how it does, won't we? Well, as you can see, things have progressed. This is the top plate. These are the nuts, basically. It's a threaded rod with a cut section in the middle. And these have been drilled 6.0 millimeters, and it's too tight. I just tried it. I'll have to drill them a bit wider so the nuts can fit properly. With all the small inaccuracies due to my lousy bench press, I'll show you the assembly of the final product. But basically we're really close. Even the base plate has been drilled, as you can see. So we'll hang on to the entire setup, and I've weighed it. It's 24 kilograms. And I can always mount more. I can mount another session and double it to 48 or 50 kilogram anvil, which would be quite alright, I would say. Welcome back to the rest of the build. This is the final step. These holes have been drilled 6.5 millimeter for clearance. I've screwed these into place, the threaded rods, so they're now tight and secure in the top piece. Now we'll assemble those. Obviously there's some sort of orientation issue. But as you can see, there we go. It slides fairly smoothly. I could have made more clearance. I chose not to. I'm using the vise as a stand, so I'm sorry for all the shaking. Come on. There we go. There we go. Now these go. I have some nuts. I'm not tightening them in any way. Just reaching the bottom loosely. Come on. There we go. Okay, so these are tight by hand. And I'll have to cut these, and I'll show you the final results. Each one gets 2 nuts to secure it, making sure the nut will not release itself due to impact, like so. 2 per one. There we go. That's it. Nice and solid. It feels very sturdy. I can still, because these are not tightened, move things around here. Once I tighten them properly, it should move it all. I'm pretty pleased with that. Like so. There we go. I still have another space for another set of 10 of these, if I can find any on the other side, so I can reach a final weight of, I don't know, 50 kilograms or so, plus or minus. I'm really pleased, I should say. It took about 5 evenings total to drill these with my bench press mock. Not a real bench press, but it's working and it's fairly solid. I'm pretty pleased. Thanks for watching. See you later.